My sister-in-law stole my breast milk because she couldn't produce enough, but refused to ask for help. She went nuts when I put a lock on my freezer. My sister-in-law and I gave birth 3 weeks apart. Her name was Odette, and she married my husband's older brother about 5 years ago. We were never close, but we were cordial at family events. When we found out we were both pregnant at the same time, everyone said it was fate, and our children would grow up like siblings. I thought maybe this would bring us closer together. I was wrong. From the beginning, Odette made everything a competition. She announced her pregnancy at my baby shower because she said she couldn't wait any longer. She complained when I chose a nursery theme similar to hers, even though I picked mine first. She got upset when my registry had some of the same items as hers because she said I was copying her. I ignored most of it because I didn't have the energy to fight while growing a human. After the babies were born, things got worse. Odette had trouble with breastfeeding. Her milk supply was low and her son wasn't latching properly. The pediatrician suggested supplementing with formula, but Odette refused. She said formula was poison, and she would never give her child anything artificial. She said breast milk was the only acceptable option, and she would figure it out. I had the opposite problem. I produced more milk than my daughter could drink. I pumped constantly and stored the extra in my freezer. I had bags and bags of frozen breast milk labeled with dates. I was proud of my supply and relieved that I wouldn't have to worry if something happened and I couldn't nurse for a day or two. Odette knew about my freezer stash because I mentioned it at a family dinner. She asked how much I had, and I told her I had enough to feed my daughter for weeks if I needed to. She got quiet after that and changed the subject. A few weeks later, my mother-in-law started hosting weekly family dinners again. She wanted the cousins to bond and the family to stay connected. My husband and I would bring our daughter and spend a few hours at his parents' house every Sunday. Odette and her husband did the same with their son. I noticed Odette would disappear into the kitchen a lot during these dinners. She said she was checking on the babies or getting water or looking for something she left behind. I didn't think much of it. Then I started noticing my freezer stash was shrinking. I counted my bags obsessively because I wanted to track my supply. Every Monday morning after Sunday dinner, I would find fewer bags than I remembered. At first, I thought I was miscounting. Then I thought maybe my husband used some without telling me. He said he didn't. I thought maybe I was losing my mind from sleep deprivation. The bags kept disappearing, 5 or 6 at a time, always after Sunday dinners. I mentioned it to my husband, and he said I was probably just using more than I realized. I knew I wasn't. I knew exactly how much my daughter ate and how much I pumped, and the math wasn't adding up. Something was wrong. The next Sunday, I stayed home with a headache and sent my husband to dinner without me. I told him to pay attention to Odette and see if she did anything strange. He came home and said she seemed disappointed I wasn't there. He said she kept asking when I would feel better and if I would come next week. He said she went to the kitchen multiple times, but he didn't see anything unusual. The following Sunday, I went to dinner, but I watched Odette carefully. I saw her go to the kitchen with her large diaper bag. I waited a few minutes and then followed her. She wasn't in the kitchen. She was in the garage where my in-laws kept a second refrigerator.
To listen to the full story, click the related video.